Hi everybody, happy Saturday. I'm going to be throwing large jar lids for large jars. Okay, so I have already measured the width of the jar top, so I'm going to be using that measurement to help. I'm only going to do a rough estimate because I want to be able to trim, like I'm gonna leave lots of extra room so that I can be able to trim it for a really tight fit. 2 of these are compost jars and 1 of them is a cookie jar. So I centered the clay. I didn't measure the clay, I kind of just guesstimated. I'm gonna open it up like it's a plate. There are lots of ways to make lids for jars, but this is one that I'm going to do. It's going to be flat and have an inside flange. I know that might not make sense, but maybe when I'm done throwing it. All right, let's see. Oh, I should measure. So this is about the widest that I need the inside flange to be, which is good. We're at a good place. I'm pushing down some clay to be the flange on the outside. The lip, which hopefully I'll leave some extra there so I can trim it if necessary. I don't want it to be super thin. I already kind of pushed it too thin, but we'll see what happens. All right, now let's open up a little bit more. It's better if your lids are kind of have a shallow bowl shape. I just find it's better for drying and firing without cracks. I really didn't do a good job of leaving this thick, but there we go. Get it a little bit thicker. Nice compression. Let's measure again. I ideally want this measurement to be like in the middle of the flange, so I'm gonna try to push this out, which is a little challenging. So let me think. This is the outside. Well, this will definitely be good for at least one of them, because they're not, I didn't measure those when I did them, the jars, so they are different sizes. I am too lazy to be exact. Until trimming, because trimming is fun. Press that to be a little round. I'll have to trim this a little bit, that's fine. And I'm gonna leave it on the bat. I'm not gonna try to move this thing. Alrighty, here's one down. Now let's do another. hate bats. I hate working on bats. I never really make things that are big. And honestly, a big part of it is because I don't like to use bats. Ooh, this clay feels harder. All right. My wrists are hurting from throwing big the last couple days. Glad you can't see my boobs. I don't really get dressed for the day until after I'm in clay. So I always throw my pajamas. Alright, let's open it up a little bit like plate. Yikes, my forearm is burning. Alright, that's about where we want the middle of the flange. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try to keep this one really nice and thick. It's hard to do when you just are used to going thin. I'm going to try from some compression, maybe a little bit of a shallow bowl shape to help with cracks. Let's see. Still not in the middle. Keep making it too. I'm not sure I moved it too much. Beautiful. That's where I want it. Okay. So now just cleaning it up, compressing it. This has a nice thickness too, although I'm not sure it's wide enough. I'm gonna have to make it a little bit wider. This really doesn't have a bowl shape in there, but hopefully it will fire okay. The width a little bit better. Nice. I'm feeling good about this one. I think this is a nice one. Boop. Yay. Okay. Let me wash my hands off. And I'll show you what today's studio throwing session has been. Ooh. Okay, so I have this lid. I made, you know, that's one of the jars, another one of the jars. I have a few people asking for small dishes, so I've made 4 today. That was one that you just saw, and there's 3 other ones. I have somebody looking for an hourglass shaped tumbler, and I've made 5. Those are the last 2. They're the big ones. And then she can pick, and then I'll sell the rest. This is the bottom of a platter that I need to trim. There's that other lid we threw. There's Squash. His name's Squishy. He keeps me company and keeps the studio smelling like dog farts. Oh, and here's another thing I threw today. My 3rd jar. Okay, I hope this was, you know, comforting or interesting to at least one person. I will get better at this as I do more. Okay, bye.